Brian, you guys wrapped up non-conference play 3-1. This one probably didn't go exactly how you expected it, but you guys had that comeback win in the second half. What happened at halftime that changed y'all's perception in the second half?
Right. We rallied together. Honestly, I was getting an IV during halftime, so I don't really know what our coach had to say, but I know what he said in the past. It's just if we just play the game the way that we play in practice and we do our job at a high level, we'll be all right. Coach Kenny just said it. There was no panic. We know what we're capable of doing. We knew we came out a little slow, but there was no panic at all. We were good. We knew what we had to do to get the job done.
Sounds like you got to get an IV at halftime every game now.
Yeah, man. I played. I don't even know how many snaps, but there was a lot of defensive snaps. So, I had an IV before the game too, and I hydrate really well. So, and it was hot out there today. So, it definitely helped.
Were they throwing anything at y'all in the first half that you weren't anticipating when you were looking at the Wolfpack during the week?
Not really. Honestly, it was basically what we expected. They were going to try to run the ball, and then they were going to try to get the ball to their star wide receiver. So it wasn't anything that they were doing. It was really just our execution that was keeping us from getting to where we wanted to be.
Yeah, and that execution, do you think that area and the penalties and the turnovers, do you think that's a lot of that has to do with 4 games into a new coaching staff, bunch of new players? Do you think that's a lot of newness that you guys can figure out, or is these are just some flaws you have to deal with?
Yeah, no, most definitely. It's still the beginning of the season. It is our 4th game, so we just need to pay attention to the details, and be more aware of the little things that can really cost you at the end of the game. But no, it's nothing that it's nothing new to us. We're gonna get it together, and we anticipate playing better next week for sure.
What second half adjustments were you making on defense? Just
honestly, there wasn't much. Just like little here and there things. It was really about just getting the guys together and just saying, hey guys, we need to tighten up. We need to do what we're capable of doing and play at a high level. Just do your job, make the plays that come to you. So it wasn't anything major. It was just we just needed to focus a little more, and then I think we showed that in the second half.
Yeah, forcing those 3 turnovers, just playing complementary football. Y'all forced the turnovers, offense scores a touchdown. Just talk about how the defense was able, after those 17 straight points, being able to force those turnovers and get the game back on track.
Yeah, there's a lot of good chemistry on defense. We like I said, there was no panic at all. On the whole time we were like, we're gonna win this game. Just play ball the way that we know we can. Play at a high level, do your job, make the plays that come to you, and we're gonna win this game. And that's exactly what happened.
Coach Kenny was talking about, y'all have like 3 captains out. Just tell me how these players, being able to step up where, when you have so many players out, being able to get, especially when you get a win like this.
Right. Yeah. It definitely doesn't help having, big time players out. But that just means more guys have to step up, and you have to rally them and you have to get them on the same page, and you have to make them realize hey, we need you, next man up mentality, and I think those guys, they did a good job of stepping up today. That's a good thing. Coach Kenny says it all the time. We have a lot of depth, and that depth kind of gets us out of bad situations in times like this.
When a team scores 35 unanswered points all in the second half after trailing 17-0, just what is it about the resiliency of this team, especially when it's just, a bunch of old guard, new guard, everybody kind of mixed in, being able to come together and get a huge win like this?
Yeah, we scored 77 points last week, so we know our offense is capable of scoring points. We just, I don't know exactly what it was, but I think it was more of just an execution thing. We have the players to do it. We have the players that are going to make the plays. We have the morale. We just need to execute, and there was no panic. We knew the offense was going to rally, so yeah, I would say that, we weren't worried.
If there is an issue that was from last week and this week, it's penalties. I don't know how many were tonight. There was 10 last week. I know there was quite a few this week. What's something y'all can do to stop that, to quell those penalties so much? Yeah,
really just harp on it. Just in practice, just focus on, just playing clean and don't have stupid penalties. Honestly, I had one tonight. I had a face mask. So really we just need to avoid, be a little more tedious towards those kind of things and keep it in mind, and just remind each other throughout the week. That's an important part of football too.
3-1 start, best start for Texas State in almost a decade. Just tell me, like, how this team, even though there's that loss to UTSA, say, but just how's this team come together, just get off to one of the best starts in school history?
Yeah, and it's a good feeling. I've only been here. This is my second year, so compared to last year, it's definitely we've stepped up and brought in a lot of new guys, and it's the culture's changing here. It's a good feeling. We know we have a team that is capable of winning a conference championship, and some. We need to rally together and stick together and play the football that we know we can play.